Hey everyone, are you ready to unlock some serious brain power?
Always.
Awesome. So today we're doing a deep dive into manifestation.
Ooh, exciting.
Based on that YouTube podcast script you sent me, Unlocking the Power of Manifestation.
Okay.
It seems like manifestation is everywhere these days.
Yeah.
Everyone's buzzing about manifesting their dream life.
Right.
But is it really magic?
Mm.
Or is there something more, I don't know, scientific going on, or
Yeah.
even psychological?
Mm-hmm.
So let's unpack this and see what we can learn.
Sounds good.
All right, so the script starts by defining manifestation as using your thoughts, emotions, and actions
Okay.
to attract what you want.
Right.
They use this analogy of like creating a mental and emotional blueprint.
Interesting.
But what does that actually look like in practice?
Yeah.
Is it really as simple as thinking about something and poof, it appears?
Well, if it were that easy, we'd all be lounging on yachts right now, wouldn't we?
Right, exactly.
The blueprint analogy, I think, is a good starting point.
Yeah.
But it's important to remember that our subconscious beliefs play a huge role.
Okay.
So imagine you're trying to build a skyscraper,
Okay.
but with a blueprint that's designed for a tiny house.
Gotcha.
You'd run into some limitations.
We definitely run into some limitations. So are you saying our subconscious beliefs are kind of like a filter?
Yeah.
Like,
that's
exactly.
what we can manifest.
Precisely.
Okay.
Like we might consciously desire something,
Hmm.
but if deep down we don't believe we're worthy
Right.
or capable of having it, we're likely to sabotage our efforts
Yeah.
without even realizing it.
Wow.
It's like having one foot on the gas pedal
Okay.
and the other on the brake. You won't get very far that way.
No, you won't. That makes a lot of sense. So the script also lays out these three core principles: clarity, belief, and alignment.
Right.
Clarity seems pretty straightforward, knowing exactly what you want.
Yes.
But how specific do we need to be?
I'd say the more specific, the better.
It's the difference between saying, I want a new car,
Right.
and I want a silver Tesla Model 3 with cream leather interior.
Ooh, very specific.
Yes. The universe responds to clear signals.
Okay.
Think about it like ordering a pizza,
Okay.
but you only give a vague description.
Yeah.
You might end up with something you didn't expect or want at all.
Yeah, I'm starting to get hungry just thinking about pizza.
Me too.
But I get your point. The script then talks about the importance of belief.
Mm-hmm.
They actually call doubt the kryptonite of manifestation.
Interesting.
But it seems like more than just positive thinking, though, right?
Absolutely. It's about cultivating a deep-seated conviction
Okay.
that what you desire is possible. It's about rewiring your subconscious mind
Gotcha.
to expect success rather than fearing failure.
Okay.
Think of it like training for a marathon.
Okay.
If you constantly tell yourself you can't finish, your body will likely give up
Right.
before you reach the finish line. But if you train your mind and body to believe you can do it,
Uh-huh.
you tap into a whole new level of potential.
So it's about creating that I can and I will mentality.
Yes, exactly.
I love it. But what about those nagging doubts that can creep in?
Right.
How do we overcome those?
That's where the third principle, alignment, comes in.
Okay.
It's about making sure your actions and habits are congruent with your goals.
Okay.
If you want to manifest a promotion,
Mm-hmm.
but you're consistently showing up late and doing the bare minimum,
Right.
your actions are sending a conflicting message.
Yeah.
It's like saying you want to lose weight, but you continue to eat junk food and skip the gym.
Right.
You're not setting yourself up for success.
Definitely not. Alignment makes total sense.
Good.
It's about walking the walk, not just talking the talk.
Right.
But how can we tell if we're truly aligned with our desires?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Are there any red flags to watch out for?
I think you should pay attention to your gut feelings and those little whispers of intuition.
Right.
If you're pursuing a goal that feels forced or draining,
Mm-hmm.
it could be a sign of misalignment.
Gotcha.
Maybe your heart isn't fully in it, or it's conflicting with your deeper values.
Okay.
True alignment often feels effortless and even joyful,
I like that.
like you're riding a wave rather than fighting against the current.
I love that analogy. It makes alignment feel less rigid and more about finding that natural flow.
Exactly.
Now, I'm curious about your thoughts on the science versus spirituality debate surrounding manifestation.
Right.
Because the script kind of touches on both,
Yeah.
highlighting the skeptics who call it woo-woo,
Yeah, they're out there.
but also acknowledging the neuroscience behind visualization.
Right.
What are your thoughts on that?
It's fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's actually a growing body of research
Really?
that shows that When we vividly visualize something, our brains fire
Okay.
in a similar way as when we're physically performing that action.
So are we basically training our brains to expect the outcome?
Exactly.
Why?
There was this study published in the Journal of Neurophysiology.
Okay.
They found that simply imagining a physical action, like lifting weights,
Oh, wow.
led to measurable increases in muscle strength.
That's incredible.
So this suggests that our brains can't always distinguish
Yeah.
between real and imagined experiences,
Interesting.
especially when those images are vivid and emotionally charged.
So visualization is not just some new age fad.
No, not at all.
It's actually rooted in neuroscience.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. What about the spiritual side of manifestation?
Sure.
Because the script mentions things like meditation and gratitude, raising your vibrational energy.
Right. Well, vibrational energy may not be, scientifically quantifiable.
Yeah.
There's no denying the impact that practices like meditation and gratitude have
Right?
on our mental and emotional well-being.
Okay.
They can shift us into a more positive and receptive state,
Mm.
which might make us more likely to attract positive experiences.
Makes sense.
Think about it. If you're radiating positive energy,
Yeah,
you're more likely to draw positive people and opportunities into your life.
definitely. It's like the saying goes, your vibe attracts your tribe.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've talked about the core principles.
Yes.
And we've touched on the science and spirituality angles. Are you ready to dive into the 5-step manifestation process that the script outlines?
Let's do it. I'm curious to see how they translate these concepts into actionable steps.
Me too. All right, let's do it. Okay, so step 1 is getting crystal clear on your goals and actually writing them down in detail.
Gotcha.
And the script emphasizes specificity,
Okay.
even using the example of manifesting a job.
Yeah.
They suggest, instead of just writing, I want a fulfilling job, you write something like, I work remotely as a content creator, earning X amount of dollars per year.
Wow, very specific. It's like setting coordinates for your internal GPS.
Okay, I like.
The more precise you are,
Uh-huh.
the easier it is for your subconscious mind to lock on to that target.
Right.
It's a difference between saying, like, take me somewhere nice to your GPS
Yeah.
versus plugging in the exact address of that hidden gem cafe you've been wanting to try.
Ooh, Hidden Gem Cafe sounds good right now.
Me too.
So we've got our detailed goals written down.
Yes.
What's next?
Step 2 is where the magic really starts to happen.
Okay.
Daily visualization.
Ooh.
And it's not just about seeing it in your mind's eye.
Right.
It's about engaging all your senses.
Okay.
The script talks about feeling the joy of achievement,
Yeah.
hearing the sounds,
Okay.
even smelling the smells associated with your goal.
So why is the sensory aspect so important?
Because our brains are wired to respond to sensory input.
Okay.
When we vividly imagine something, our neurons fire
Yeah.
as if we're actually experiencing it.
Wow.
This helps to rewire our subconscious beliefs
Gotcha.
and create new neural pathways
Uh-huh.
that support our desired outcome.
So it's not just about daydreaming.
Okay.
It's about creating like a full-blown sensory experience in our minds.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
If you're manifesting that dream job,
Yeah.
imagine yourself walking into your new office,
Okay.
feeling the plush carpet under your feet,
Yeah.
hearing the buzz of conversation,
Right.
smelling the fresh coffee brewing.
Oh, yeah.
Make it so real you can almost taste it.
I'm feeling more motivated just thinking about it.
Good. That's the goal.
All right, what's step 3?
Affirmations. I know they can sound a bit cheesy,
Yeah, I was going to say.
but bear with me
Okay.
because there's real power in them.
I've heard mixed things about affirmations.
Yeah.
Do they actually work?
Think of affirmations as mental reps for your subconscious mind.
Okay.
By repeatedly stating positive phrases like, I am confident, or I am worthy of abundance, we're essentially reprogramming our limiting beliefs.
Interesting.
It's like replacing an old, outdated software program with a shiny new one that supports our goals.
So it's like giving our brains a pep talk.
Precisely.
Okay, that makes sense.
And the more consistently we repeat those affirmations, the more deeply they become embedded in our subconscious.
Wow.
So repetition is key.
Makes sense.
All right, step 4 is all about taking inspired action,
Okay, inspired action.
which seems a bit counterintuitive.
It does, yeah.
Like if we're manifesting, shouldn't the universe just deliver what we want?
Right, Exactly.
But the universe loves a co-creator.
Okay.
Manifestation isn't about sitting back and passively waiting for things to fall into our laps.
No.
It's about aligning our actions with our intentions.
Okay.
If you're manifesting that dream job,
Yeah.
inspired action might look like updating your resume,
Okay.
networking, taking a course to enhance your skills,
Right.
or even just putting yourself out there
Yeah.
and applying for positions that excite you.
So it's about taking those steps that move us in the direction of our goals, even if they seem small.
Even if they seem small, exactly.
Okay.
It's about showing the universe that we're serious about our desires
Right.
and we're willing to meet it halfway.
Makes sense.
Think of it like planting a seed.
Okay.
You can't just throw the seed on the ground
Right.
and expect it to grow on its own.
Well,
You need to nurture it, water it, and give it sunlight.
of course.
Inspired action is like providing those essential ingredients
Okay.
for our manifestations to blossom.
I love that analogy.
So we've clarified our goals,
Yeah.
visualize them, affirm them, and take an action.
Right.
What's the final step?
Okay. What is it?
This one can be tricky for many people.
Okay.
Letting go and trusting the process.
Letting go.
Yeah.
That does seem a bit paradoxical.
It does.
We're putting all this effort into manifesting,
Right.
and then we're supposed to just let go.
Think of it like this.
Okay.
You've planted the seed,
Mm-hmm.
nurtured it,
Right.
and now it's time to trust that nature will do its thing. Trying to force the seed to sprout faster
Yeah.
will only hinder its growth.
Right.
The same goes for our manifestations.
Okay.
When we obsess over the how and the when, we create resistance that can block the flow of energy.
So it's about finding that delicate balance
Yes.
between effort and surrender.
Beautifully put.
Thank you.
It's about recognizing that we're co-creating with something larger than ourselves.
Wow.
We do our part, and then we trust that the universe will orchestrate the perfect timing and unfolding.
That's a powerful statement. I'm starting to see how these 5 steps work together.
Good.
It's not just about wishful thinking.
No.
It's about creating this powerful synergy
Yes.
between our inner world and our outer world.
I love it.
But I imagine this process isn't always easy, right?
There are definitely some common pitfalls
Okay.
that can trip people up along the way.
Yeah.
The script highlights a few that I think are worth exploring further.
I'm all ears. What are some of these manifestation mistakes?
Yeah, and how can we avoid them?
Right.
One of the biggest mistakes people make
Okay.
is focusing on what they lack
Yeah, huh?
rather than what they want.
Right.
The script gives the example of saying, I hate my job,
Oh, yeah.
which inadvertently attracts more negativity.
So it's like we're inadvertently manifesting more of what we don't want.
Exactly.
Well,
Remember, the universe responds to our energy and focus.
okay.
If we're constantly dwelling on lack and negativity,
Yeah.
we're sending out a signal that attracts more of the same.
Gotcha.
It's like tuning your radio to a station you don't like.
Right.
You're not going to hear your favorite music that way.
No, you're not.
So instead of saying, I hate my job,
Yeah.
maybe try something like, I'm open to new and exciting career opportunities that align with my passions.
Ooh. That's much better.
Yeah.
That's a much more empowering and aligned statement.
Yes, it shifts the focus from lack to possibility.
I love it. What about impatience?
Yeah.
I think that's something many of us struggle with.
Of course, yeah.
Like we want things to manifest instantly.
We live in a culture of instant gratification.
Right. Exactly.
So it's understandable
Yes.
that we'd want our manifestations to materialize overnight.
Mhm.
But remember, we're talking about co-creating with the universe here.
Right.
And the universe often has its own timing.
Okay.
Think of it like baking a cake.
Okay.
You can't just throw all the ingredients in the oven
Right.
and expect it to be ready in 5 minutes.
No, I wish.
It takes time, patience, and trust in the process.
So patience is key when it comes to manifestation.
It's essential.
Okay.
And it goes hand in hand with trust.
Right.
If we truly believe that what we desire is on its way to us,
Yeah.
we can relax into the journey
Okay.
and allow things to unfold at their own pace.
What about intuition?
Mhm.
The script mentions ignoring intuition as a common mistake.
Right, that's a big one.
How do we know when our intuition is speaking to us?
Yeah, how can we tell?
And how do we differentiate it from fear or doubt?
Intuition often speaks to us in subtle ways.
Okay.
A gut feeling,
Right.
a sudden flash of insight,
Okay.
a sense of knowing that something is right or wrong.
Yeah.
It's often quiet and understated,
Interesting.
unlike fear or doubt, which tend to be louder and more insistent.
So it's about learning to tune into those quieter whispers.
Precisely.
Okay.
And the more we practice listening to our intuition,
Mm-hmm.
the stronger and clearer it becomes.
Makes sense.
The script emphasizes the importance of acting on those intuitive nudges,
Right.
even if they seem to take us off course.
Of course.
Sometimes the universe has a more scenic route planned for us.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
So it's about trusting those detours and unexpected turns.
exactly.
Okay.
Our intuition can often guide us toward those serendipitous moments
Yeah.
that lead us closer to our goals,
All right.
even if they don't fit neatly into our preconceived plans.
This all makes so much sense. It's like we're being given this cosmic treasure map,
Love it. Yeah.
and our intuition is the compass that guides us. Yes. To the X marks the spot. That's perfect. To illustrate this whole process, the script uses a great analogy.
Oh.
They compare manifestation to growing a plant.
I love that analogy.
Yeah.
It so perfectly captures the essence of the process.
So you plant the seed, which represents your intention.
Yes.
You water it and give it sunlight, which
Wow.
represent your actions and aligned energy.
Perfect.
But you can't just yank it out of the ground every day to see if it's growing.
No, you can't.
You need to be patient, trust the process,
Right.
and allow nature to do its thing.
Exactly. And just like a plant needs time to grow,
Yeah.
so do our manifestations.
Okay.
There are seasons of growth and dormancy,
Right.
times of rapid expansion and times of quiet integration.
Mm.
It's all part of the natural rhythm.
It's a beautiful reminder that everything in life unfolds
Mm-hmm.
in its own perfect timing.
I love it.
Speaking of unfolding,
Yes.
the script shares a really inspiring success story
Yep.
about a woman named Lisa who manifested her dream apartment.
Oh, yes. Lisa's story.
I know you love this story.
I'm eager to hear how she applied these principles in real life.
So Lisa had this clear vision of her ideal living space.
Okay.
She even wrote down specific details like the city, the rent she could afford,
Nice.
and the amount of natural sunlight she wanted.
She nailed that clarity piece right from the start.
She did. And to align her actions with her intention, she started saving $200 every month.
That's inspired action in motion.
Exactly. And here's where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
She also practiced daily visualization,
Uh-huh.
imagining herself cooking dinner in her new apartment,
Okay.
hosting friends, and just enjoying the space.
She was essentially embodying the feeling of already having it, which is so powerful.
And then, seemingly out of the blue,
Yeah.
she gets a call from a landlord who had a place that perfectly matched her vision.
Wow, no way.
And guess what?
Yeah.
It was even within her budget.
That's incredible.
Talk about things falling into place. So do you think it was all just a coincidence? Or was there something more at play here?
Well, we can never completely rule out coincidence.
Right.
I think Lisa's story beautifully illustrates
Yeah.
how the principles of manifestation can work in real life
Okay.
by being crystal clear about her desires,
Mm-hmm.
believing in their possibility, aligning her actions,
No.
and trusting the process.
Right.
She created the conditions for her dream apartment to manifest.
It's like she set the stage,
Yeah,
and then the universe delivered the perfect set design.
exactly.
It highlights the power we have to actively participate in shaping our reality.
It really is inspiring.
Lisa's story makes me want to grab a notebook
Me too.
and start manifesting right now.
Yeah.
What about you?
What stood out to me most about her experience
Yeah.
was how her consistent actions,
Okay.
fueled by her belief and clear vision,
Mm-hmm.
seemed to magnetize the right opportunity to her.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
It's like she created a vibrational match for her desire, and the universe responded accordingly.
Yes, I'm adding vibrational match to my manifestation vocabulary.
Me too. It's such a powerful concept.
It speaks to the idea that we attract what we focus on.
Yeah.
Our energy and attention are powerful forces in the universe.
This whole conversation has really shifted my perspective on manifestation.
Good.
It's not just about wishful thinking.
Yeah.
It's about a conscious and deliberate approach to
Yes.
creating the life we want.
It's about harnessing the power of our minds
Right.
and aligning it with the infinite power of the universe.
Okay, before we wrap up this deep dive into manifestation,
Okay.
I want to touch on the outro of the YouTube script.
Right.
They encourage viewers to try out the 5-step process for 30 days
Okay.
and see what shifts occur in their lives.
That's a great idea.
What do you think about that?
I think it's a fantastic challenge.
Yeah.
30 days is a good amount of time to
Yeah.
start incorporating these practices into our daily routines
Hmm.
and see if they make a difference.
Mm.
It's like a mini experiment in conscious creation.
I'm definitely up for it. What about you? Are you going to give it a go?
You know me, I'm always up for an experiment,
I knew you'd be in.
especially when it involves exploring the potential of the human mind.
All right, folks. We're reaching the end of our deep dive into manifestation.
Sad to see it go.
But before we sign off, I want to leave you with a thought-provoking question
Ooh, I like those.
that kind of stemmed from our conversation today.
Okay, let's hear it.
If manifestation relies on aligning our thoughts, emotions, and actions,
Right.
what role do you think our existing belief systems play in shaping what we're able to manifest?
That's a powerful question.
It is.
It gets to the heart of how our subconscious programming might be influencing
Yeah,
the limits of what we believe is possible for ourselves.
exactly. It's something to ponder
For sure.
as we embark on our own manifestation journeys.
It's a reminder
Yeah.
that we might need to do some inner work
Okay.
to clear out those limiting beliefs.
Right.
Before we can fully embrace the boundless potential of manifestation.
I love that.
It's not just about changing our external reality.
Right.
It's about transforming our internal landscape as well.
That's a great point.
It's a journey of self-discovery and empowerment.
Well said. And with that, we've reached the end of our deep dive into the world of manifestation.
I've enjoyed it.
We hope you found this exploration insightful, inspiring, and maybe even a little bit mind-bending.
Absolutely.
Remember, you are the architect of your own reality.
That's right.
So go out there,
Yes.
set those intentions, take inspired action,
Good.
and trust the magical unfolding of your journey.
Love it.
Until next time, keep diving deep
Keep learning.
and keep those minds curious.
Always.
And remember to question those beliefs.
Yes.
You never know what you might be capable of manifesting
That's true.
when you break free from those self-imposed limitations.
Absolutely.
Well said. See you on our next deep dive.
See you then.
Me too.
Yeah.
So we hope you found this deep dive into manifestation insightful,
Yeah.
inspiring, and maybe even a little bit mind-bending.
For sure.
But remember,
yeah.
you are the architect
You got
of
it.
your own reality.
So true.
So go out there,
Yeah.
set those intentions,
Right.
take inspired action,
You can do it.
and trust the magical unfolding
Yeah. Trust the process.
of your journey.
Exactly.
Until next time,
See you there.
keep diving deep
Yeah. Keep diving deep.
and keep those minds curious.
Always stay curious. See you on our next deep dive.
See you on the next one.